Dear sisters and brothers in Jesus Christ, in this 18th Sunday in year C, we are reflecting from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, verses 13 to 21. A man approaches Jesus with a concern that may seem entirely reasonable. He asks Jesus to resolve a family dispute over an inheritance. But Jesus, in his divine wisdom, does not get entangled in the specifics of the legal matter. Instead, he redirects the man and all of us toward a deeper issue: the grip of greed and the false security of possessions. In Luke chapter 12, verse 15, we read, "Take care to guard against all greed." Jesus warns, "For though one may be rich, one's life does not consist of possessions." This parable, often called the parable of the rich fool, presents a man who has achieved what many would consider the pinnacle of success. His land yields a great harvest. He builds bigger barns. He plans to eat, drink, and be merry. But God's words pierce like lightning. "You fool, this night your life will be demanded of you." Dear friends, let us reflect a few points from this gospel. The first is the deceptiveness of wealth. Saint Ambrose, commenting on this passage, says, quote, "The things that we cannot take with us are not ours. Virtue alone is the companion of the dead. Mercy alone follows us." Unquote. The rich man is not condemned because he is rich. He is condemned because his wealth has become his God, his identity, his security, and his source of meaning. He never considers using his abundance to serve the poor or to glorify God. His barns grow larger, but his heart grows smaller. The second point that we can reflect is the illusion of control. Notice that the man says, "I will say to my soul," as though he can command his soul's destiny. But the book of Proverbs reminds us in Proverbs chapters 27:1, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth." Saint Basil the Great offers a striking reflection. Quote, "The bread you store belongs to the hungry. The cloak you keep in your chest belongs to the naked. The gold you have hidden in the ground belongs to the poor." Unquote. The rich man's folly was not in having wealth, but in keeping it for himself, hoarding blessings instead of becoming a blessing to others. The third point that we reflect is the rich toward God. Jesus concludes with a profound spiritual principle. In Luke chapter 12:21, we read, "Thus will it be for the one who stores up treasure for himself, but is not rich in what matters to God." What does it mean to be rich toward God? St. Thomas Aquinas teaches that the virtue of charity is the true treasure of the soul. Quote, "The true riches of man are those that make him good, namely the virtues of the soul." Unquote. To be rich toward God is to invest in eternal things: love, mercy, justice, humility, and generosity. It is to see our possessions not as ends in themselves, but as gift to be stewarded for the good of others. Dear friends, let us examine our hearts. Where do we place our trust? In barns and bank accounts, or in the mercy of God? Let us not wait for the sudden knock at midnight to remind us of the fragile brevity of life. As Saint Augustine once said, quote, "He who has God has everything. He who has everything but lacks God has nothing." Unquote. Let us strive to be rich, not in the fleeting treasures of this world, but in what truly matters to God. Amen. God bless you.